All right, let's park this thing. I'm gonna throw up on the screen the workout I just did, or not just did, the workout I'm about to do, and then hopefully we'll get time to get in that Starbucks because I gotta get back by 3. All right, guys, I just finished in the gym. I did legs. I'm gonna throw it up on the screen, and whoo, nice and toasty in here. Start this bad boy up. All right, guys, now I'm in the E30, back on the road. Let's get this thing back on the streets. Guys, we're getting this thing back on the streets again. Back with another video. About to take this Porsche for a little night drive. About to take it back on the streets. Let's fire this bad boy up. Get the turbo spoiling up. I got the little pillow from the X7. When the X7 battery died, I opened the little trunk up and I found these little soft little pillows. So I got one for Bowser in the Porsche. So when Bowser comes in the Porsche, he's got a little pillow. If you guys are new to the channel, this thing needs 2 tires, an oil change, and a windshield. But it doesn't mean we can't spoil up the turbos. This thing is so low to the ground, you gotta go out on a really tight angle. Really tight angle. If not, it rubs. I gotta come through here real nice and quiet and get off the island. I can't be making too much noise on my street. AC Key has an association, so you gotta be careful making too much noise out here. Put this bad boy in sport. The base model 911, but I did a Soul Performance exhaust, cats, headers, and stage 2 tune to give it that kind of whistly turbo sound. You just open it up a little bit. I had aftermarket air filters, but it's got stock air filters after they did a service. The guy at the shop didn't know, and he just put new air filters in. So I still have the high performance ones, but I was thinking about getting an intake and doing a stage 3 tune. I have a stage 2 tune right now. Stage 3 would be a CAC, a charge air cooler, and some intake piping. I thought about doing it, but it's kind of overkill. But I gotta say, dude, the 992 is my favorite car. It really is. I had the 993, which I loved. Visually, I love the 993. Looking at it, it's one of my favorite looking cars. But I think all around as a car, like daily driving, having kids, and modifying, and the shape and the look of it, I love the 992 Carrera. I like the Turbo S. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I just love the smooth, like, hips of the Carrera with no air duct or anything. I just really, really, really like it. I've always liked it. I like the size of it, the shape of it. It's one of my favorite cars. The M5 used to be my all-time favorite car, like my dream car. But then over time, it became a 911. Guys, hopping on the golf cart. On the golf cart, I got my doll with me. Man, it's a little chilly out here, I gotta say. For Florida, it's freaking chilly. You definitely shouldn't be wearing t-shirt and shorts. I am freezing out here. Back at the house doing dishes. Trying to get the right setup so baby and I can hang out. She's gonna chill right there. She loves it because she hears the pool water. And then I'm gonna be working on the computer right here, screen recording. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Might be happy for a little bit, right? Just a little bit. I'm back on the streets. I got some pistachios. I'm trying to get the 10,000 steps in. and get the baby to fall asleep. I was working on the second video of the creating a Shopify store on the internet. So if you guys want to check it out, I'm making a playlist. So on this video, I'm just showing how to buy the domain name and how you can get started creating a logo without paying anybody. And I show just how you can do a quick little trademark search to see if your name's being used and why you should, you know, if it is, you can skip it. And then how you could do a little bit more in-depth one. It costs you about $500, but could be worth it in the long run, but not something you probably want to do in the short term until you actually build the brand and are having some sales. Cal just looked it up and Bitcoin's back at 108. I'm going to dollar cost average in a little bit. Well, no, not even that. It's more of a store of value like gold. If Bitcoin became that, it's hard to say. It's the only commodity in the world, if it is a commodity, that you can't make more of. You can't, like, you can build more real estate when there's demand. You can find more gold, but you can't create more Bitcoin. And also, the other thing is that traditional finance is all going on chain. A lot of people don't understand what's going on with stable coins. I won't get all into it, but real quick, I'll tell you one thing. So you know how we print money? Let's just say the dollar, it's not coming to its end, but the petrodollar has kept our dollar strong. Now let's just say, for example, there was like BRICS or something like that, or the dollar wasn't in demand, started sending their dollars back to us. When we weaponized it against Russia, they might have said like, whoa, maybe we shouldn't hold the US dollar as a reserve. They can use it against us. Genius Act. Stable coins are now US dollars. Stable coin. Anyone can issue a stable coin, but to issue a stable coin, like JP Morgan has a blockchain called Onyx, Canton Network, all this stuff's happening behind the scenes. BlackRock, creating stable coins. They're rushing to create stable coins. Like most of them are building on Canton Network and private blockchains, but some will go on Ethereum. But these stable coins, when they issue a stable coin to like a kid in Brazil and he goes on Coinbase and he says, I don't want to hold, or a guy in Turkey's like, I don't want to hold the lira. I want to put my money in US dollars. I'm going to buy this stable coin. It's just a dollar pegged to the, it's a US dollar. It's just pegged to the US dollar. It's just a digital on-chain digital dollar. They have to buy, those companies have to buy US Treasury. What it does is it takes our debt and our inflation and globalizes it. T0 instant settlement. So they can settle transactions instantly. There'll be a million technologies that come out and lose and come out like Amazon and Google, but the one to watch is Chainlink. You know, Chainlink is an oracle. It takes Web 2 data and brings it to Web 3. It takes it off-chain to on-chain. And everyone's going to have to use an oracle, and it's the only trusted, verified oracle. It's called cross-chain interoperability. But it's based. People think of crypto as like, oh, it's just some fringe thing. But they don't understand. We're just watching the evolution of the internet. It's just we're just going on chain. That's all it is. I don't have a money manager or anything like that because I don't like the fee. I didn't mean to get all weirdo on you. I'm just saying that have an open mind to it because some of that stuff is actual, you know, like Brad Garlinghouse with XRP. That's just the new way. That's the new Swift. Yeah. That's all it is. People think of it as something fringe, but it's really just the new Swift network. Swift was just a messaging platform. It's just going on chain. I feel so good dollar cost averaging into crypto though, because I had a huge chunk in there. I took basically everything. It's all in SCHD and just I'm dividend investing. It's like almost a mental framework shift or something when I just take what I have for the day and I buy a little bit. It's like I saw Bitcoin drop and I'm like, oh, I just want to go buy more. It's like I stopped playing around with the bottom line. You know how I kept playing around with the bottom line? Everybody seems to do that. We have like this certain amount we invested. We worked hard, we invested it, and then we move it around, like buy and sell. Not everyone does that, but a lot of people do. We move it around, we buy and sell to different things, and instead of collecting, like I said, I like to collect cash flow. Instead of like trying to collect and just keep buying and go back to the top line, figure out a way to make more income, and everything you buy, never sell it. Or unless you have you should sell it, like, because the return is so high or something, it's hockey sticked. But you get what I'm saying. Like, just go back to the top line, focus on creating more income, and just keep investing. And someone left a comment, they're like, man, all you do is talk about money. But I'm like, this isn't my real life. I'm on these videos for like 30 minutes out of the day. I'm just talking about these things, most of my goals to help me stay consistent, whether it's around the money, the fitness, family, 10,000 steps, whatever it is, the business. So I don't want you guys to get it twisted. No, so I'm just focused on trying to stay consistent with my goals. So one of them is that investing, it's very, very easy. Like, honestly, you can probably hear it in my voice and even see it in my past couple videos. You go through these ebbs and flows where you have these days where you feel great and you do everything you're supposed to, and then you have days where you're just like burnt out, tired, you don't feel as motivated. But I just keep showing up, dude. I like that Denzel Washington quote. I think it was Denzel Washington. He said, if you hang around a barbershop long enough, you're bound to get a haircut. I like to just keep showing up, even if I'm not 100%. I just keep beating the damn door, and eventually it opens. So it's like every day I just keep doing the same thing. the nail's gonna go in. You just gotta keep hitting it. Some days I'm not hitting it right on straight perfect, but I'm still hitting it, moving it a little bit. So I don't know if anybody is like me, but you have days where you just don't feel it. I've been like that for the past couple days. I don't know why. And then I just got to get back in my groove. I think it ultimately comes down to that at the end of the day, the thing we should be chasing is like God. Now, I'm saying this because I know that everything, when I say that, I have these ebbs and flows and I go through these phases where I'm just like, nah. Because you chase things like whether it's money for like retirement or a business growing, and eventually you get to a point where you realize none of it's really that fulfilling. It is fulfilling in the moment while you're doing it. It's extremely fulfilling. It's fun. But once you've accomplished it, then it's like you just want to push the goalpost further and do more and do more. And then you get to your old age and you reflect on your life and everything and your relationships and your family, and you think, man, why didn't I focus more on that? Or why didn't I spend more time in faith type stuff? Oh, I see a woodpecker. Hold on. There's two of them. I don't know if you guys can see them. I told you I'm like a bird watcher now. Where'd they go? Oh, they're slick. They dodged me. I'm telling you, dude, there's a lot of birds out here. It's like a damn bird sanctuary. Next thing you know, I'm out here with a bird whistle. The neighbors are like, that Bitcoin guy's out there again with his bird whistle. I almost want to buy Bitcoin and buy all this fringe crypto that everybody talks about, because you realize that the majority of people just still think of it as like a fringe asset class that's used by internet criminals. You know how I was in the last video, I was talking about how AI and opportunities, you know, like people get confused and they don't understand how to implement it in their business, and there's a lot of opportunity in that gray space where people are kind of lost and it's all mysterious. To a lot of the people that watch this channel and people that are already interested in cryptocurrency, we don't look at it like that, but majority of people still do. Like you guys that are the XRP Army guys on the channel, you know, that, you know, you understand it's like cross-border remittance, T0, instant settlement. You understand all it is just like upgrading our SWIFT network. But people look at it as like XRP, what is that chemical? Or Chainlink, you know, they think of it as just some thing on CoinMarketCap, like, oh, it's one of the top cryptocurrencies, one of those fringe cryptocurrencies. They don't understand they're working with SWIFT and our government to basically help SWIFT become SWIFT on blockchain, or provide data for smart contracts to create the new Geico. I'm just saying, like, we can't even comprehend, like, it's like when we had electricity, we can't think of laptops and stuff, or when you think of like steel, you don't think of the Empire State Building. We don't really understand what blockchain and cryptography and stuff is going to be used for. We got some snakeskin. We got some snakeskin out here. Old bird watching, snakeskin collecting. Arrived back at the house. She's in the gym getting shredded. Got back to the house, did my 10,000 steps, got the baby right here. Now I'm about to try to film the second part of that little cheesy video that I was showing you guys how to make the logo and search the trademark and buy the domain name. It's just the steps you got to take, you know. My channel is a little different because one video is like a screen recording course, and then the other video is the vlog on the behind the scenes of when I was screen recording. Different than most people's channels. As long as she's happy, I'm good and I can do this. All right. Let me get back on the screen recording video. If you guys want to see what I'm talking about, I'm showing how to use ChatGPT to save time and create a logo for fun. But I'm gonna hop off this video and then I'm gonna be inside the other video. If you're wondering which video I'm talking about, it's the video number 2 for the how to build a Shopify store.
Ooh, all right. Woo. This is light work. Come on, spill the tea. Ooh, all right. Woo. This is light work. Come on, spill the tea. Ooh, all right. Woo. This is light work. Come on, spill the tea. Ooh, all right. Woo. This is light work.